it might actually favor IMG's aggressive playstyle. You know, they might be able to sneak up on colwn here, and let's see if they're going to use the same strategies here. I'm actually very curious to see what they're going to do.
All right, colwn is on the attack first, and presumably they're going to use the same order that we've seen pretty much forever now, AKM wins Sturmy, but we'll see if they switch things up. And
every now and then teams will switch it up, which is kind of interesting, although colwn actually has been one of the more consistent teams as far as their attackers go.
All right, so we'll watch AKM this time rush up through the front, and he's actually already going to jump down through the bottom and try and sneak up on the defenders just a little bit. Oh, he does take 2 armor losses immediately. There's someone else on the laser pad too, so right away AKM is on the goal, but not in a good position.
Yeah, no, not at all. He kind of zipped past those defenders right there, and they did get 2 points of armor down from him, but you know, he's still not in a terrible position, excuse me, but you know, he's only at 1 armor, so it's going to be hard for him to come back from this.
Yeah, but you can see on this map though, there's a lot of opportunities to jump around the outside and isolate defenders, as we just saw. So AKM picks off 1 defender. It's less of an uphill battle now, but still going to be difficult.
Yeah, oh, definitely. There's no question about it. But he does get the second one right there, and it's going to be a one-on-one, 1 armor versus 1 defender, and he does get taken out by colwn.
Yeah, when you jump like that, unfortunately, bad things can happen, as we saw just happen there.
Very true. Now we got colwn up to bat here for IMG. Let's see if he can make something happen. Let's see if those lasers are still hot.
All right. Well, he's actually going to bounce right through the middle here, avoiding all of the spam rockets. And once again, a contrast in defensive styles. We saw that IMG played really far up to the front. colwn, though, playing pretty far towards the back once again.
Yeah, colwn's been playing passive here, and it's interesting playstyle differences here. Let's see how they match up.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where the colwn defenders are at. I almost thought he had jumped on top of one of them, but apparently Sturmy had gotten all the way around the edge there. Gets taken out, though, so 3 armor still remaining for our imaginary games player.
Yeah, Sturmy was kind of just caught in the open right there, and then wins right there, caught in the open with his back to colwn. So it's going to be a okay, hello. Lasers are still hot for IMG. colwn takes the first attack round.
Well done. So IMG on the board, wins trying to take things back for his team, and more than likely he's going to have to face some sort of a rush down here, and we'll see how he handles it.
Yeah, let's see if they play up on the close fences here on the left and right side. And so, yeah, there is one. They actually are playing the same exact positions, and they have the 1 guy on the rail pad. But Wins has this guy isolated a little bit, but he does fall back. So good play there by IMG.
Yeah, and you can see the defender's still posted up pretty close. He's trying to get eyes on that laser pad. It looks like great reaction shot. Flicks over and picks that opponent off. So Wins now in a pretty decent spot. Just can't expose himself to that laser pad, or you can just kill him. That's good too.
Lasers are hot today, man. They started slow, but now, man, I don't know. I don't see Wins losing this round. You know, he's got so much ground to cover to get to the point. Does evil, but Wins does miss an open shot right there, and another one. So it's actually going to be quite a battle here.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Finally finishes it off. We were waiting for that. Wins gets his team on the board. It's 2-1.
Yeah, there we go. So Simoon is up to attack right now for IMG. And let's see if colwn still plays a little bit passive. And, oh, Simone's going to go to the right, the grapple area.
Yeah.
Try a little bit of a different strategy here. But,
I love it.
Yeah, grapples are fun. I like to swing and whatnot. You know.
It's such a difficult shot, too, though, because as you notice, he was trying to assault someone who was sitting towards the laser pad or even farther back, and you do get an open shot on them, but you have 2 axes that are moving at the same time. You're dropping vertically at the same time that you're moving horizontally, and that's an incredibly difficult shot to line up.
It's totally true. It's very hard to do. Plus, the range there is just so far. So you got like a little pixel, and then you have the random spread of the laser. But nonetheless, we got Simoon here on the point, but he only has 1 armor left, and the point's about to be open, but colwn is restricting on him right now, so he's not going to be able to stand on the point, and he does get taken out there by Sturmy.
He had his opportunity. I mean, he picked off the defender to the right, so both the other defenders were sitting in front of him, and he got around a pillar, but the problem was he jumped straight into the path of a prediction rocket.
Yep, Sturmy is good with that. That's no question about that, and Sturmy's going to take it up the middle again. This is the same attack path, more or less, that colwn's been doing. Actually, he does take it to the left this time, which is a little bit different.
Yeah, and he exposes himself to the laser pad, unfortunately, so loses 1 quick point of armor, has to make sure that he's not going to take a second. And this is, I mean, if IMG's able to slow down the team like has happened to Sturmy in this match, it's actually not a bad defensive position. A great shot from Sturmy as he's jumping, though, to pick off the defender on the laser pad.
Yeah, and he gets another one right there, so it's going to be a one-on-one. Sturmy still has 2 armor, and the There's 5 seconds till the point is open, and he does have the defender in open ground right now, and he's going to have to really come to the point right now. The defender will, unless, nope. Yeah, there he goes. Sturmy gets the attack right there, so good play by Sturmy. You know, he's a mastermind, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. Taking the certainly less flashy way there to end the round, but the more assured way.
Yeah.
And
there's no shame in capturing the
No,
goal.
absolutely not. So Evil's actually going to go down a slightly different path here. I was going to comment, though, you know, IMG is playing in a smart place. Of course, when you have people that have as good of accuracy as colwn does just across the board, it's difficult to play against in any circumstance. But you can see their strategy. If they're able to slow down an attacker, then they've got him triangulated from the laser pad in on both sides. And they're in a really nice spot. But unfortunately, lasers from colwn are just too good.
Yeah, it's very true. And then if the colwn attacker actually slips by them, they're going to have to, you know, run in a lot of open ground to get back to the point. So that can also be a little bit hard for them to do, as we've seen in a couple of these rounds.
The point is now capturable. Still all 3 defenders remaining, and Evil down to just 1 point of armor, and he's popped up in the air. All 3
like,
defenders
what am I supposed
disappear.
to do?
Unfortunately, it doesn't turn into a machine gun when you're in the air.
That'd be interesting. Beta 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Josh and Alex are over right now, changing, obviously, inevitably, the landscape of Shootmania.
Oh,
so.
yeah. They are in Paris right now, hanging out with the developers, you know. I'm sure they're having a good time. I saw a picture of them at Notre Dame earlier. Actually, they posted it on Twitter. So
we're all jealous of them. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous, guys. I'll be honest. As much as I do love casting, I kind of wish I was in Paris.
Don't we all? Okay, AKM quickly took out a defender, but he's lost 2 armor points since then. You can see there's still someone on the laser pad, too. Oh, great. Very risky, but great job there by Imaginary Game to jump over the fence there and take that last point of armor.
Yeah, that was nice. You know, they've been doing pretty well with their aggressive defense, but, you know, sometimes colwn will just slip through and take the round.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they do. That's their trademark. But colwn is up by 1 attack round now, and that does give them the critical advantage they need to secure that 2-point victory if we would just draw defensive rounds out from here on out. Now, we started very quickly with, we had 1 defensive round, then 3 consecutive attack rounds taken in a row. Since then, though, it's been an all-defensive matter. Yeah,
it's interesting how these guys' lasers seem to you know, light up for a little bit and then kind of gets into a defensive lull for a little bit. It's interesting. It seems pretty streaky, though, at least so far in this match.
Yeah, nice wall jumping to get up onto the highest ground, and now he's missed 2 shots by less than 20 centimeters apiece. So
yeah,
that's actually
another one by 20 right there. That is rough to do. I mean, I know the pain right there, and he just does get owned right there at the end by one rocket from each of colwn. Just kind of dominating him there on the point. There's nothing much to say about that. Now we have wins here for colwn.
And he did take his last attack round, so we'll see if he can follow it up with another one. But, yeah, I mean, that's one of the most frustrating features that they've added to this game, in a good sort of way, because it used to be that if you missed a close shot, you could blame something like, oh, well, you know, clearly the latency is off, and I had him in my sights, but it wasn't registering on his end or something. But now it's just like, oh, you missed by a centimeter. Don't you feel bad about yourself?
Yeah. It tells you exactly how. I like it, though. It is. And he misses right here by 19 centimeters, but, you know, these players, their aim is just so good, and they're going to miss by, you know, these short margins, and it can be rough, but, you know, at the same time, it's nice to know that you got close.
And wins, whoa, taking a shot from the back there. Oh, and walks into another rocket. So
finish him off right there.
Yeah.
Very nice spam right there.
All right, well, Simoon's now on the attack. We'll see what he can do, and if any player decides to switch things up on the attack a little bit. We did see Simoon last time. He took this path, and he's going to do it again through the grapple hook.
The swingy.
Yeah, up on the high ground. Ooh, he's got a defender behind a grate, but at least not able to move very far. Oh, wow, and a great rocket.
Just jumped right into that one, but yeah, that was a nice prediction right there. Simoon did see that coming, though, so that's kind of funny, in my opinion. Oh, and he misses the open shot on Sturmy, and Sturmy finishes it off.
Isn't that the most frustrating thing in the world, though? It's like he does this great job. He's an acrobat. He's jumping through all the high ground, and he takes 3 rockets to the face immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of rough, indeed, and it looks like colwn might be looking to finish this out right here with Sturmy up to bat.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, he's obviously played very well on the attack. Hits a 10-meter shot, loses a point of armor, and that's not very satisfying for the attacker or the defenders.
Yeah, the 1-for-1 trade is always kind of, is it good, is it bad, I don't know, but Sturmy takes out the second defender here, so it's going to be a 1-on-1. He's got 2 armor left. He's got plenty of time. He's on the point. This is a great position for Sturmy right now.
Yeah, but where is that defender? Let's go ahead and cheat because we're the observers. And you can see that's where the defender's at, sitting around that point.
What are you doing back there? Oh, poking out. Poking out for some fun, but the point's going to be capturable soon. But Simoon does have some nice movement. He dodges the lasers, and he's onto the point right now. He's got only one more damage to do to Sturmy right here to finish the round, but no, Sturmy takes him out. So colwn is really trying to close this out here in a convincing manner.
And even though it didn't work out in the end, that was a good attempt by Simoon because Sturmy was in an almost unlosable position there for a while. On the point, perfect vision of where his opponent was at, just everything went really well for him. And Simoon was able to put a rocket up there, bounce him off the point, get position, get right underneath. So even though he wasn't able to follow it up, it was still a good attempt. Yeah,
he still got one rocket on him. You know, it's a commendable effort for sure. And Evil misses by 17 centimeters. You know, it's another one of those rough, short misses. But nonetheless, he's got a pretty good vantage point up here. He's still got a decent amount of time, too, so he's kind of just walking around and gets hit once, twice, 3 times. Ouch.
That's weird. He knew Sturmy was there. I mean, he even went around and checked for it, but the problem was he just happened to not glimpse Sturmy for whatever reason and was punished for it, as 2 of those defensive rockets did come from him.
Yeah, that was very nice from Sturmy right there. Now we got AKM over here. He's going to fake like he's going on to the grapple, but he actually does drop down. And he's going to maybe take the jump pad, maybe not. No, I think he's just trying to isolate a defender here, work his way up towards the point. Yeah, I like this. He's sprinting by the defenders. Didn't take too much damage right there. He does make a nice little corner shot right there onto Evil.
Man, that's when I know that players are better than I am, because that shot was just magnificent. Flick shot around the side. Good stuff there. AKM now 2 defenders versus 2 armor points. Make that 1 defender, and he could close things out right here.
Yes. I mean, colwn, man, they're so strong. He's got plenty of time. He knows who the defender is. Ooh, he misses by 4 centimeters. AKM. Another miss right there. This is huge right now. IMG needs this round, and he still has 2 armor left. He's making his way to the point. He's captured it, so colwn takes the match.
All right, colwn wins 2-0. They advance into the semifinals. Good effort by Imaginary Gaming, but they're going up against who we said probably the best team in the world right now.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is rough, but it was interesting to watch their aggressive defense. You know, and some European teams will tend to do that, so it was good. It was a good contrast of play styles.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to run to a commercial break. We're going to come back with our second quarterfinal of the day. So don't go anywhere, guys. More Shootmania IPL 6 EU qualifier action coming right up.